This one's going to be an interesting one, I think. So we've got the standings up on screen at the moment, the current standings in Group 7. So it's AI Central, myself, and Moritz. Oh no, are you working this evening? Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Well, hopefully you can get out of that reasonably quickly and enjoy, a nice, relaxing game of Terraforming Mars, vicariously, of course. I did have a quick... Oh, thank you, Nimaway. I did have a quick check on the Steam sale. And unfortunately, the autumn sale, this game isn't on the autumn sale, which is a bit of a shame, because I would have hoped that it would. Would have hoped that it would, really. So yeah, so this game today, we've got Moritz, AI Central, or IA Central, and myself. So we've got AI Central, he's placed first, he's placed third. So I haven't quite exactly pegged him yet. If I have a look at who was he against in those two games? So the game he won was against D-List Clan and Mifco. There's feedback on the stream. Interesting. Let me see if I can move my phone over there. Does that improve? Get a static noise. Are you still getting a static noise? It's all good now. Let me see if I can adjust my audio mixer a little bit. Okay, how's that? Oh, actually, on the graphics that looks a lot better. On the graphics that looks much better, actually. Okay, good. It's all gone. So let's have a look. So AI Central, the game that he won was against Disclan and Mifco, who you see there are currently 6th and 9th in this group. The game that he lost was against Jalel and Procra, who are number 1 and 2 in the league so far. So Jalel and Procra, if I go and have a look at online, right, and we have a look at the leaderboard, so this is literally who is at the top of Terraforming Mars online right now. I'm pretty sure this is Procra here, number 9. So yeah, I think I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that Jalel and Procra are actually really, really good. Well, I don't even have a sneaking suspicion of it. I'm pretty sure that is actually the case, that they are really good. So yeah, we'll see. Welcome to the chat, Private O'Malley. How are you doing today? So this will be an interesting game. So the first game was against... you're good, excellent. The first game was against Procra and Vodgler, who were very close in that game, actually. In the end, they were on totally equal TR points, and it came down to who had most credits at the end of the game. So yeah, very, very close game. Okay, I tell you what, let's have a little bit of a warm-up with picking of some starting hands whilst we wait for our compatriots to get ready. Oh, we might actually be ready. We might actually be ready to start. Private O'Malley only did one league game so far. Oh, are you in Group 7, Private O'Malley? Are you one of these players that I have on the screen here? Group 4, okay. Okay, looks like they're actually going to connect us up. So let's go back to the main menu. We're going to hit resume. Okay, just get rid of all of my currently active games. Yes. Sorry, that's what it should be looking like. An RVB reference. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Okay, looks like everyone's ready, so we'll probably be launching into the game soon. So I've been reading a lot of the feedback from people on my first game, and it's been all been really, really good feedback, really interesting. I'm definitely learning a lot, and I've had a couple of extra practice games, non-league games, between last week and this week. So I want to put a couple things into practice. So the two key areas. So my personal philosophy when you're trying to get better at anything, and this applies sort of wider than just Terraforming Mars, is not to try and do too much at once. Just try and keep in mind one or two improvements that you want to make each time round so that you can iterate over those and gradually get better. The two things that I particularly want to pay attention to in this game, based on people's feedback, is the starting hand and spending longer thinking about the starting hand and making sure that I'm not disregarding anything that I should be keeping hold of. One of the very controversial things about the last game was that I dismissed strip mine very early, so I want to make sure I don't do anything like that. The other thing I kind of want to make sure of is that I manage my time well enough so that we have enough time at the end of the game to be able to really work out all the maths longhand. We dropped a point, definitely at least 1 point in the last round because of a misplaced forest tile. I mean, there were only 8 points in it at the end of the game, so this is a game where every point matters. And the third thing I want to try and pay attention to, and it's probably actually the most important thing, probably the thing that will be the biggest difference between how I'm going to try and play this game and how I was playing the last game, is I want to try and make sure that I keep in mind the opportunity cost of the cards that I want to play in subsequent rounds. So what I mean by that is I've been reading a lot of the stuff that you guys have posted online, and what I hadn't really appreciated until this week is that there are sort of two distinct phases of the game, right? You've got the part where you're building the engine and the part where you're now tearing down your engine and trying to just go for as many points as possible. But even when you're building your engine, you want to make some critical decisions around what cards you're actually playing whilst building that engine. Because if you are spending all of your money in each generation, then you're only making back, in the early rounds, you're making back, 20, 25 mega credits, which isn't enough to pay for some of the more expensive cards. And if you want to combo a couple of cards, you need to have the money to be able to do that. The group's just asking whether we are happy with 1 hour or 45. I'm going to say I'm happy with either. Aha, there we go. Players 3, 45, ranked off, draft variant. Great. Yeah, so I want to make sure that I'm keeping enough time keeping enough credits between rounds. Okay, so game started, so no hints in the chat, please. Okie dokie. What have we got? Who's this player? Is that who we're playing with? Okay. Right, so what do we have? Zeppelins is definitely a bit of late game. Steelworks is a nice payoff card if you have the power. Large Convoy is nice. I like Large Convoy. Micro Mills is good for Helion, because it's basically pays for itself in 6 gens. Fish is a bit late game. Bribed Committee is useful for getting off the ground. Inventors Guild is nice. Space Station's nice. So Credit Core is good if I'm spending really expensive stuff. I only have one card in this hand that's worth more than that. Worth more than the 20. But there isn't a huge amount of ways in this hand to make power or heat either. And Steelworks, you're obviously spending power, which for Helion is equivalent to spending money. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to mute Discord because my opponents are messaging me. Okay. I'm thinking it's Hellion, because Hellion, like, the difference between 42 and 57 is pretty small. This is actually really 45 rather than 57. Micro Mills is a good card for Hellion. And then Large Convoy is good. Bribed Committee is good. I like Inventors Guild. Space Station is good. And I have a feeling that is what I want to pick. So that's 5 cards. Do I want to stretch it to 6? Fish is a bit late game. Small animals, I'm not a huge... not steelworks, I don't think. Zeppelins could be good if we get a lot of things. So let's go with... If we get a lot of cities, Zeppelins can be good. So let's go with 6. Let's go with those. So I think turn 1... I have a feeling I want to do an Inventors Guild turn 1 and maybe just buy a card and leave it. Bribed Committee is better the earlier you play it. So it's possible I might want to do both Inventors Guild and Bribed Committee. Because this is basically worth 2 mega credits a turn. Early security fleet, that's going to get a lot of points for him there. Does that change anything? The fact that we're now 1 away from getting extra thermal, because that is extra money for us. Do we want to literally do the standard project asteroid to get what is effectively an extra mega credit production for us? And I have a feeling the answer to that is yes. So, yeah, so let's do an asteroid. And I think I will just skip second action for now. Yeah, Private O'Malley, absolutely. If you guys want to chat spoilers on this game, then yeah, go ahead and chat on Discord, absolutely. But yeah, as Thread Pacifist says, no hints in the chat. Right, forced action as Tharsis Republic. I was thinking that's a really early city. Yeah, no, of course he's Tharsis. Okay, 10 credits left. Possibly, I think actually I pass here and leave the 10 credits and try and actually do the thing that I said I was going to do at the start of this game, rather than play it all out. So we've got 5 cards here, we've got 3 cards here. That's a very thin hand. So I am leading the race towards the planner milestone. I'm going to go ahead and assume that player is not going to be going for that. Ooh, okay, yeah, a couple of energy there. Yeah, okay. City cards in hand, not bad. Okay, and there's a pass. I assume this will be a pass as well, probably. Okay, so I get to start this round with 35, effectively, because of my heat. Okay, I like mine. I don't have any buildings to build with it, but getting steel is never a bad idea. Viral enhancers can be good. I do only have 1 science card in my hand though, so it's going to be mine, because steel production for 4 seems pretty good. I need to build, like... Yeah. I think that's the best card. I'm not sure if I'll take it. Mining Expedition's not so bad, and AI Central does have plants, so I could take his 2 plants and just go and declare war early. Gets oxygen up, gives me 2 steel. It's possible. It's possible. Go with that one. Decomposers I'm not going to take. Yeah, I think maybe I just take these 3. I think maybe I take 3. I don't think I'm in a rush to play any of them. I might play mine because it's super cheap, but I think first of all I think I'm going to play Science Fair effectively. So we're going to play Inventors Guild. I'm not going to use any heat on it just yet because I might want to save this heat for next round if I can bump up my heat production further. So let's go ahead and use that and skip second turn. Because if I keep these 4, then I'll have 8 next turn, and if they bump it to 22, then maybe I get that there, or maybe I decide that I want to do an asteroid and then pay the heat. I'm not sure if that's necessarily worth it, but... Okay, draws 2 cards off the Aquifer. Sure, steals 2 money off me. That is going to be doing him work this game. Mining Expedition basically lets me play mine for free, in a way, because I get the steel, but... Imported hydrogen... Do you know what? First of all, let's go and have a look at the top card of the deck. Oh, that's interesting, because those basically cancel each other out. So for 13, do I want to get 2 and a power tag? And I think I might. I mean, the heat is more flexible for me, so let's take it. So that puts me up to 9. I've got a 6 here and a 3 here, so I'm definitely winning the fight for who can keep the largest hand. Okay, and there's 2 passes, so I think what I probably want to do is play... I think what I probably want to do is play a mine. And possibly pass there. Actually, a mine and a bribed committee, maybe, because that gives me the extra 2 credits per turn. So it's certainly better to do it earlier rather than later. And whilst we're at it, I might as well use the micro mills, because I'm not going to be able to use this heat next turn now anyway. So that's put me right back down to 0, which is kind of exactly what I said I didn't want to do. And I've used a lot of cards, but hopefully it helps the engine enough that it's sort of worth doing. Carbonate processing is good, although I have no power to do it. I don't... I've only got one science tag so far, and I don't have any others in hand. Earth Catapult is very good. And it is still quite early in the game, so I think Earth Catapult. And I think I just about have enough money to buy it. Adapted Lichen seems fine. That doesn't seem that good for me. But paying 5 to get a whole bunch of steel seems pretty reasonable. If I have a building that I can spend it on. Don't think I do at the moment. Okay, Earth Catapult's a definite. Lightning Harvest, I don't really have the thing for it. I wish Earth Catapult was a building. I really do. It's probably going to be... if I want to play this turn, I can only take one card, which is exactly what I was hoping I didn't have happen to me. But I also want to be able to do this action, so I think it's going to be these two, and it's no Earth Catapult for me this turn. I'll probably start with my action, and then go from there. Sure, viral enhancers and pets. That's a really good. Well, he's really. I assume he's going to be doubling down on his city placements with an early pets there. Would be nice to get that card, whatever it is, that whenever anyone else puts a city on Mars, you also get to increase your mega credit production by 1. That's basically. Like, yes, you can be this corporation as well in a card. Security fleet seems reasonable. Let's have a look. What do I get? I think we're not going to take that. Okay, let those guys go ahead. So we got 8, we've got a 3, and we've got a 5. So we are actually still winning the war of who can keep the largest hand. Milestones, I assume Tharsis here is going to get the mayor milestone. What do I want to play this turn? Like, imported hydrogen doesn't really do a huge amount for me, whilst I don't have any animals available. Like, mining expedition, I suppose, would be fine. He's got 3 plants, but I think it might just be a pass. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass. And just keep the 17, keep my hand high, play Earth Catapult next turn, get everything reduced by 2. Predators I really like. Lagrange Observatory is a really nice science card. It's cheap, it gives you a point, and it replaces itself. So cantrips, right? Predators, I think, is really good because you're guaranteedly going to get a couple of points out of it in the late game. So if you're fine holding your cards for a long time, it's pretty handy. I don't think either of these will wheel. The only animal card we've seen so far is pets. We know we have seen small animals, though. We don't know if anyone kept it. I think Predators is better. Like, we're not going for science tags right now. And Predators is worth at least a couple of points at the end of the game, almost every time. I don't particularly... Land claim is kind of funny because with the other guy playing Tharsis, you can claim a spot that he really wants. Open City, though, I think is going to be better long term. The other option is Protected Habitats, actually. Let them fight amongst themselves for plants and animals. Neither of those are great for me. I'll take that one. Protected Habitats is pretty reasonable. It kind of protects me from getting my plants taken. It's a bit of a nombo with Predators, but taking it also prevents them taking Protected Habitats and stopping my Predators working. Do I want to take it? I mean, I've not played very many plant tags so far, but... Oh, Lagrange Observatory wheeled. Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna take those two, because, I mean, a cantripping 1 point for 9 is not bad. It gives you a free tag. Taking that as well puts me on 11. If I then play 1, I go down to 10. It still puts me like 2 generations away from getting Planner. And I also don't know if this card is any good for me. So I'm not really using microbes at the moment. I think I'm just going to take these 2. First action is going to be the usual action. Probably gets me to 11 cards. I think we Earth Catapult this turn. We might want to consider space stationing as well, actually, because I've ended up, kind of strangely, I've ended up with a few space cards. Like, if that becomes 5 to play, then that's like a really good value. So I'll probably do Earth Catapult first, because that makes Space Station cheaper, and then I do Space Station, and then we're kind of in business. Security Fleet doing work. It's good, always good to see. Let's go and have a look and see if we want a card. Research Outpost! Nice. Yeah, I'll take Research Outpost. That seems nice. Now, Research Outpost, do I want to play that on the Mons right away? Or do I want to play it on Pavonis Mons? Because that will get me a Titanium, making one of my space cards cheaper. Research Outpost then makes Earth Catapult. Problem is this is the one that has to be placed next to no other tile, right? So do I want to play this right now? Like, he's placed here, he's placed... Well, he didn't have a choice over Noctis City. I might want to place it here, because then I'm preventing him being able to get a city in any of these hexes. Yeah. Let's do it. So we're going to use that, we're going to use 14. We're going to go for the Mons here so that it cantrips. Okay, so we've got 17. In reality, that's worth 24 now, so we could additionally Earth Catapult straight away. And that makes everything 3 cheaper. On the other hand, once again, it might well be worth just holding fire, because yes, Earth Catapult makes everything cheaper, but it's not going to do anything for me like next turn specifically. So I think maybe we just hold it in our hands and we just wait. I think I have to play a little bit faster actually, because I'm at 34 minutes on my clock here now at Gen 4. So that's about, what, 20% of my time? So I'm going to go ahead and pass to the next generation now. So Earth Catapult's definitely the card I want to get out of my hand probably next. So I'm at 11, 16 for the milestone, which means that I can't... Well, it means that I could wheel slam all 4 cards and then draw a card and then take the milestone. Like, it is an option. It seems like a terrible option. So it feels like I'm waiting one more gen to get the planner milestone, but how are these guys doing on cards? 5 cards here. I don't see how many cards this guy has. 4 cards here, so yeah, we're going to be having options. We're going to be having more options available to us, hopefully. Thas is having the same idea, clearly. Okay, so we get the advantage of going first. Someone found my channel on the East Shade sub. Hello, welcome, In a Panic. Yeah, East Shade. I streamed the first one this morning. Really nice game, yeah, really enjoying the first couple of hours of it. Lava Flows. I kind of like Lava Flows. It's a good late game card, Lava Flows. Power Supplies Consortium, I don't think I have the tags for. Cupola City, I think is nice. I think it's Lava Flows, though, because it means that I could play it straight up and get the production. Let's take it. Because Lava Flows is also great right at the end of the game to just close out the game really suddenly and kind of baffle your opponents with the speed at which you finish the game. National Park is okay. Olympus Conference is good if you get the science. I am actually kind of getting the science now. I think I like this more. No, do you know what? Actually, I mean, maybe I am getting the science. Maybe I am getting the science, because I have the Lagrange Observatory as well. Ammonia Asteroid is good money production for me, so I will take that. Plus 3 mega credits a turn, essentially. So, In a Panic, have you played Terraforming Mars before? Incidentally, just so you're aware of the rules, this is actually a league game, so I'm not allowed to take any hints from anyone. But if you have played Terraforming Mars before, just give us a little thumbs up. I put the Lava Flows out. I like the Air Braked Ammonia. I don't have any microbes to put on it, but it's fine. Seems like a good card. And maybe I do this one as well. Keep 9. First action, I'm going to try and draw another card again. Unless I want a Lava Flow straight away. I could put the Lava Flows on Pavonis Mons, for example, while this one's here. Get the extra production. Let's see what I draw first. Yes. Yes, yes. That's great, that's great. I have a feeling what I want to be doing then is actually Earth Catapult, because I'm at the stage now where I'm going to be able to make my cards be able to make my cards significantly cheaper, actually. So the Earth Catapult is really good. I think I'm then going to follow that up with Space Station to make them even cheaper again. Because then this is space, and then I'm, just generating quite a bit of additional heat. Never seen this game before in my life. I saw you were live, so I wanted to pop in and say hi, and then I look forward to your next Eastshade stream. Oh, great. No, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So I was thinking this morning, so I woke up really early, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Like, I could do with something wholesome on a Friday morning, right? Something relaxing. Something to just like tie off the end of the week. Oh, thank you for the follow. Something to tie off the end of the week. And and I had Eastshade on my list. It was recommended to me by the Outer Wilds subreddit. Those guys are great, incidentally. And it was kind of interesting, actually, because the Outer Wilds subreddit, like a lot of the recommendations were things like Martian Rails is nice. Martian Rails is nice. Okay, hang on. Right, what are we doing here? I believe we might just be passing. Oh no, we can Space Station straight away, actually. Although this again doesn't make things cheap. No, do you know what? We're going to pass. We're going to pass because we want to have Planner next round. AI Central's 7 and he's at a 4. So yeah, so Planner, get the 16 cards in hand. So the Outer Wilds subreddit, they were doing the usual. I said, oh, what should I play next? Outer Wilds, I loved it. It was the best game I played in 2020. And they gave the usual responses of The Witness, Subnautica. There were a couple of others, like the remake of Myst, of course, classic. Now, I've already played and beat Subnautica with the help of my fiancée because the giant fish are incredibly scary. And one person on that thread replied to say, "Oh, you should check out Eastshade. It's about an artist going around making art and so on." And I looked at a trailer and I was just like, "Wow, yeah, no, actually, this looks really good. You know, this definitely looks worth a watch, right?" And it was on sale, so I picked it up. And do you know what? It's just like so ridiculously wholesome. I think it's great. I've only played a couple of hours of it so far, and so I don't really know what to expect, but it gives me that feeling. Do you remember when you played? Skyrim for the first time, which was probably about, let's be honest, like I don't know, 12 years ago now, or whatever it was. When you played Skyrim for the first time, and you're wandering through the forests, and you're having that ambient music, and you're sort of coming across a ruin and so on. Like I kind of got the same sort of nostalgic feeling. I kind of got that nostalgic feeling for wandering around in Skyrim for the first time, and it was really nice. Mentioned that Eastshade reminded me of Skyrim. Funny enough, Eastshade reminds me of Oblivion. Maybe in terms of the graphics. I mean, bless them. It's definitely indie. It's definitely indie. So you should not go into it expecting like a AAA experience. You know, like particularly around the facial animations and the mouth moving. I'm pretty convinced one of the reasons to go for animal characters is because you can get away with slightly less realistic facial animations nowadays. But yeah, I mean, like if you don't care about the latest AAA graphics and blah blah blah. I mean, I'm playing a board game on a Friday night, right? So AAA graphics not that important to me. Mining area. I like mining area. Immigrant City is not bad in a game with Tharsis, though. Immigrant City's not bad in a game with Tharsis. I think I might want to take that one, actually. Like, mining area is okay, but this actually is kind of hard to place sometimes. And looking at the game state, like, I could place this on Pavonus Mons, but and that would get me the titanium that I want. But I'm at the bottom of the stack. This is a hard choice. I could place mining area. It's going to cost me like 4 and it'll get me titanium. I have so many space cards. I think that will pay off more than Immigrant City. Let's go with that. One thing for every building that I have. I don't have a huge amount of buildings, but I'm suspecting they probably have more. Investment loan is a nice one. Mass converter. That is a lot of money for me if I get 5 science tags. I'm at 2 at the moment. 3, 4. I would only need 1 more science tag to make that a thing that happens. Yeah, let's do it. That might be the wrong play, but let's keep an eye out for another science tag. Giant Space Mirror is nice. It's a space card. It's going to be about to be made cheaper. And electricity is almost like money. So, not bad. I'm actually feeling reasonably happy with the engine that we're building here. I'm actually feeling okay. So I think I want these 3. Oh no! I've fell into this trick before. Events do not count for tags. So, no, we're not taking that one. I think I take these 3. I can just take 2 and get the milestone though. I do probably have enough in my hand that I don't need a giant space mirror. Or maybe I don't take mass converter, or maybe I do take all 3. Go on. I'm gonna feel sad if I need power later for something and I didn't take it. So let's take them. Right. So first thing we do, plan a milestone. Right. Easy. That's easy first action. Next action, pretty sure it's going to be space station to make my space cards even cheaper. And then let's take stock and see where we are. Can't recall how I got asteroid mining, actually. I don't recall buying that. Did I draw a card somewhere? Don't remember. Don't remember. Did I play the Prince of Persia remake? The cel-shaded one from 2007? I did not, no. In fact, I've never actually played any of the Prince of Persia games. They are supposed to be very good, though. I know that Zero Punctuation rated them as the best trilogy of the 8th console generation, or whatever the PlayStation 2 happened to be. So, seems reasonable. Beam from a thorium asteroid, cool. The music, the textures, of course. The wandering around, discovering stuff felt so much like Oblivion after a crisis. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to grab that planner milestone. I'm just going to use 8 credits for it. Next thing we're going to do, space station. Yes. Actually, no. Mining area first. Right. We're just going to use 1 for this. There we go. Bonus minus. Get a titanium production. What are we at here? 29 minutes. Okay. I probably need to pick up the pace a little bit. Dungeon Dragonborn says, I'm the Prince of Persia. Oh, I'm the price of Persia and the prince. Okay. I don't know what that means, but... So Dungeons and Dragonborn, are you streaming later tonight? What are you going to be streaming? No need to be sorry. Port is low carb. Paleo gang. The rest is history. Yeah, sure. Might stream a bit later. Alien Isolation. Cool. How much do you get from that? 3. Not the worst one I've ever seen, but, you know. And he claims the milestone. Cool. Are there any milestones that we are anywhere near? No, no, and no. Possibly Thus is going to nab that milestone. But it's good that we got 1. As long as you get 1, you are not in a terrible position. So, space station, I think. And we'll use the titanium to make it a tad cheaper. And now we're going to be getting all the discounts, multi-buy discounts, right? So we can't afford large convoy. It's got to pass there. Martian rails, okay. Right, what is best for me here? This is not bad, although I can pay for it with titanium next turn if I'm happy to wait a turn. I might just buy it now because air braked ammonia is probably the next thing I want to buy. Asteroid mining would also be really nice to pay for some of these other space cards with a big old discount. So yeah, maybe I pay the 4 here to just get the 2 extra credit production effectively. This will also give me the flexibility to raise temperature twice if I want to from next turn. I might just have a look to see what card is available to me as well. I think the next thing I want to do though, yeah, let's have a quick look at what card's available. Cartel. I have Earth tags. I think I have Earth tags. I have 1 Earth tag. Okay. It's probably worth it though. For 5 to be able to increase your credit production that much. Okay, and then I'm going to skip. Got to the hive level in alien isolation, then gave up from the facehuggers. I imagine that is a common experience. Never played Alien Isolation myself. It is too spooky for me. In fairness, Subnautica was too spooky for me. Outer Wilds was almost too spooky for me. I am not the bravest person, which is a very big understatement. Biomass combustors, maybe? Biomass combustors, tundra farming. Tundra farming, it's worth points towards the end of the game, and it will start giving me plant production. That one's pretty close. I don't know. I'm not that fussed about it. There are facehuggers. Spoiler alert. There might well be facehuggers. Tardigrades, Underground City, Grass. Grass is okay. Underground City's nice. I'm going to take Underground City because I don't like the idea of passing cheap cities around the place. Equatorial Magnetizer, unless I'm getting like stupid large power. I mean, I'll take it. We're still on the hunt for another science tag, of course, because that science event didn't count for a tag. Okay, what do we get? I'm wondering if I take none of those, because none of them really lean into what I am precisely trying to do right now. Maybe this one for later. Maybe this one. Actually, more likely to be that one. Go on, let's take both. 17 cards is too many to be having in hand. I need to start playing more cards than I draw. maybe starting with asteroid mining so that I can... This is increase for each Earth tag you have, so I need to have played my other Earth tags first. Like, we're in Gen 7. These guys do not seem in a rush to finish this game off. This does not feel like a Gen 10 game. This feels more like a Gen 13 game. So I'm kind of tempted to say, let's do asteroid mining. Let's do asteroid mining, and then I can start going ham on some of the... on some of the space cards next turn, because I'll be generating 9 credits a turn off my titanium on its own with my cost reductions. That means I should be able to get like a decent number of cards per turn. How are these guys on mega credit production? He's making 12 extra a turn, he's making 6 extra a turn, so I am lagging a little bit on that, but I mean, I'm making 5 here, which I can just totally use. It is real money. I should have a look at what card I am able to draw in case it's a real banger. If it's something like AI Central, I would enjoy the irony of playing that against AI Central. Also means that effectively you never have to pay for cards again. It's basically worth 6 credits a turn. This guy keeps stealing my heat production. You're not supposed to have 5 heat production. I'm supposed to have heat production. Okay, I think we said that I wanted to check what was available. Well, this one actually, I basically have the steel to pay for it for free. So let's have a look at what's in here. Quantum Extractor. It has a science tag. It makes space cards cheaper. Let's do it. I won't be able to play it straight away, but I can play this one straight away, which I am going to do now. So we reduce that by 3, 7, 1. Yes, so I use 0 for that one. Good. Confirm. So I always need to remind myself exactly how the rules on this one work. So when you play a science tag, either add a science resource or remove a science resource to draw a card. So it draws you a card for every other science resource you play. In terms of science tags, I am now at 3, which means I play my Lagrange Observatory, and that allows me to play Quantum Extractor, which allows me to then play Mass Converter, and then suddenly we are in a situation where we are making truly ridiculous amounts of power every turn. And all of the space cards are going to be something like 10 credits cheaper than they're supposed to be. So maybe this is all working out. I don't know. Like, at the moment, I'm feeling pretty happy with where we are. Like, I don't see these guys doing anything ridiculous. I'm always wary of that, though. Emerald City, cool. It's not brilliant that Tharsis has played that. It kind of lets them snowball a little bit with their city production, but the thing is, cities do not... Cities get you points, but they do not terraform Mars. So I'm kind of happy, I think, for Tharsis to keep the gens going whilst I set up this engine. This engine's taking, like, a long time to create. Okay, I've got 8 left. I could just do Lagrange Observatory now because I... well, no, because I mean, I'm going to be getting 3 titanium next turn, so I pass. I pass. I'm going to leave my heat. You never know. Feeling good, feeling good. Man, if I get AI Central, I'm going to be so happy having all the science tags all ready. Virus. I like virus. I like playing it against people who maybe want to put forests near their ridiculous number of cities. So I'll take virus. What am I at? 24 minutes. Yeah, okay. I really do need to start playing faster. Right. Interstellar Colony ship. That is 4 points at the end of the game. I'm easily going to have 5 science tags, so that is a slam dunk. 4 points at that rate is really good value. Titanium mine is fine. I'll take titanium mine. I do have a lot of titanium production, but I think it's nicer for me than steel. I think the only one I'm going to take is this one though, because I want the money, and I do not need these, and I have enough science tags, so I don't need that. So let's just go with it. I have enough cards in hand. 17 cards in hand. It's way too many. I need to start playing more cards than I buy. I would say I probably haven't been fast enough at transitioning into playing more cards than I buy. Right, I am going. So we are going to start with Lagrange Observatory. We make it cheaper. Do it for 1. Great, great. Confirm that. Oh, of course, I'm drawing cards from Olympus Conference now as well. Now we do Quantum Extractor. Put a science tag on that. Like, I don't think there's anything urgent I really needed to play in that first player position. I think I'm just happy to just continue making all of my space cards really cheap. That's going to make Space Mirror like 8. I mean, yeah, by this point. Yeah. And, I mean, generating the 4 and generating the 6 power here, like, I'm not going to be using that power. So that's basically an extra 10 mega credits a turn. With a 1-turn lag. And it also means I can, well, yeah. Actually, did I end up taking that other card? Acquired company. Yeah, it's nice. Sure. Right, so I think the next one I want to do is this boy here. 5 credits makes my space even cheaper again. Draw me another card. Somehow I'm staying at 17 cards. But now I'm making a lot of power. I have a feeling that this is going to be a good card when it becomes playable. There's a lot of cities on Mars already. So what do I then start with? I have a feeling it might be Aerobrake Demonia for the 3 heat production. Or Large Convoy. 36 to 27 is such a ridiculous discount. I want to try and now rinse, I think, as many of these Earth tags as possible, so that oh my god, Ice Asteroid has come through. Yeah, Ice Asteroid is nice. Titanium here. replace itself. Incidentally, if you are enjoying these games and you want to see other games like East Shade, like Magic Arena, consider dropping me a follow. That would be awesome. I mean, I would love to get to 50 followers. I think that would be great. It's probably the first benchmark, right? Yep, Martian Rails. Easy extra money. Okay, now what is available to buy right now? I could do imported hydrogen. That is better later if I get predators down first, though. Mining expedition, I could do. He's quite close to being able to put a greenery tile down. Might be air brake to ammonia. I think though, let's do giant ice asteroid. Reduce it by that. Reduce it by that. Sounds great. Draw all the cards. Skip that for now. Maybe steel would have been better because I'm certainly not short of cards. So basically I've got 9 credits left plus a bit of titanium, a little bit of steel. See if anything comes through. Okay. Yeah, I mean he's pretty close now to being able to do his thing, right? So maybe I want to steal a couple of plants from him. So maybe this one's the next one to go for. Brings me closer to Zeppelins as well. Ah, that uses my 9 heat though. Nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. What have I got? 21 minutes. Okay, well we're at Gen 8. Are we halfway through the game? It almost doesn't feel like we're halfway through the game, in honesty. But I realise I forgot to take my action actually to look at the top of the deck, which is a bit silly. Should at least check what it is. I'm going to feel really silly if it's AI Central, because that would be a really powerful card for me. Everyone's kind of got their engines, definitely. They're all producing a lot of stuff. Mangrove, subterranean reservoir. Yeah, cloud seeding. Cloud seeding is kind of bad for me, actually. It kind of costs me 2, but it's it's okay. It's okay. Maybe mangrove's better though. Just gives me a straight forest. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I think Earth offices then, because I have some Earth cards, and Earth offices is almost free. Ants, herbivores. I would rather someone else took herbivores because I have predators, so I will take ants. And I know they can't have protected habs, so because I discarded that earlier. Unless we manage to make it round the whole deck, which we might. Earth offices, mangroves, I think. I don't actually think I want either of those. I mean, this game could end very suddenly, really, because people do have, like, we've got a good heat production here. We've got, oh, that's me. Yeah, it's interesting, actually. Yeah, Tharsis doesn't have a huge amount of production on things. It's got a couple milestones, though. Standard project, okay. Another standard project. Okay, so is AI Central trying to close out the game there, or is it more just mitigating, just trying to get a couple points here, a couple points here? Like a double standard project, you don't see that very often in what is pretty much the mid-game still. Oh, I do have to think about lava flows, actually. Oh, do you know what? I might not actually be able to place lava flows. I might have missed that opportunity. Never mind. So Earth Office, whenever you play an Earth tag, you play 3 less for it. So that's free, which will make Large Convoy almost free. I think Large Convoy is the one to go for. If I played it after Predators, it would basically be worth an extra 4 points, which is pretty mad. But Predators requires 11 oxygen. I think that's a bit unrealistic in honesty. So I think we play another cost-reducing card. Oh, I didn't realise cloud seeding was remove heat production from someone else. That's a bit of an error. Could have taken that. Okay. Well, we're going to start by playing the free one. And then, I think it's Large Convoy, right? Just use all the titanium. Probably start doing oceans. And yeah, give me 5 plants. So now I could do something pretty cute. I could do something like mining expedition and then place a greenery potentially. But I might just want to stick with the principal plan because things like imported hydrogen are now just so cheap. I want to try and just like play out my hand as best as I can, I think, really. Like Convoy from Europa being 6 credits is just slightly ridiculous. Okay, development center, cool. Business network. So my VPs are 7. We've got 19 VPs here. Yeah, Foblog might be winning pretty heavily. Yeah, that security fleet doing work. A lot of security. How much security is too much security? Right, okay. I think maybe I do want to try and be cute here then. Unfortunately, there's no good place for me to place a forest tile. But I mean, we are talking about getting me 1, 2, 3 TRs in a turn. On the other hand, I could do Underground City first, so that I can get somewhere like over here or over here, or even maybe just take this one. You know what? Let's play this one whilst I have a think. Technology demonstration is free. Lol. Just draw 2 cards for free. It's a shame there's not an award for having most cards in hand at the end. But that would be a little bit OP, and everyone would go for it. Everyone goes, well, it's pretty reasonable to go for planner anyway, right? What awards would I be going for? This is actually kind of a hard one. Like, we've both got a lot of science. -12 on imported hydrogen feels balanced. Well, yeah. No, I mean I've managed to get a lot of cost reducing cards. I think we play this one for free, see what we draw. Okay, fine. He's only got 1 card in hand, so I'll take that. $20 cards in hand. Okay. What are we playing next? What are we playing next? Zeppelins might now be good, actually. Although in a way I would rather continue terraforming the Mars. But Zeppelins might now be good. Can't do tundra farming yet. I'm close to wanting cartel. That's going to be worth 4 credits. Imported hydrogen has an earth tag, lunar beam has an earth tag. So maybe these 2 and then cartel. So imported hydrogen, give me more plants. More plants, more plants. Yes, give me the extra plants, please. And, yep, skip. Oh no, I accidentally moved my window. That's better. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's a league match, so no help in the chat. But welcome to the game. Right, so possibly Underground City at this stage. Yeah, Underground City. Start getting us somewhere that we can place our things. Yes, he can have all of the things, that's fine. Possibly could have done that before the Underground City, actually. But yeah, Lunar Beam next. Yeah, that'll do. So my TR rating's okay. I'm concerned. Okay, Towing a Comet has got a huge amount of discount for it, so that's going to be that. I mean, Nuclear Zone's pretty fun as well, but yeah, let's tow a comet. Let's tow a comet. How many space events do I have in hand still? 1, 2. I mean, it's free, right? Sure. I mean, this also is pretty decent. Although, it's money for me anyway. It just moves it forward a turn. Breathing filters, I think. 2 points for 8 seems reasonable. Better than just increasing my power more. I do have to be very critical about what I'm actually keeping here, though, because, like, yes, I'll take that, and yes, I'll take that, because they're both so good, but, like, this is a good... I mean, I'm spending so much money on stuff, but I am making money now. Let's take those. I don't think I need Nuclear Zone, because I don't think I want the game to finish quickly. Maybe. This is hard. I feel like the feedback from this game is going to be, yes, you had a really good engine, congratulations, but then you made no points. Like, I think that it feels like this is the feedback I'm about to receive. So pay that for 0. Probably do that one first because we are starting to run out of ocean tiles. There is also the fact that I can always sell patents as well. How long have I got? 16 minutes. Bloody hell. Yeah, I really need to get a wiggle on there. Come on. I have a feeling like I've got money now and things are cheaper now, so let's just start going to town on some of these things. Like, I think I've used all my Earth tags now, right? So Cartel is now worth playing. So that'll get me +5 mega credit production for next round. I could also play Zeppelins. That gets me another 5-ish. I do find it really hard to tell what's a city and what is not a city, because I know mine's a research outpost, not a city. I find it hard to tell the difference. I think I want to cash these plants in this turn now, probably, because I don't want to get Deimos downed. I don't think we've seen that card yet. Oh no, we have seen that card. Someone played it in like the first turn, didn't they? Or maybe not. Big asteroid's what I'm thinking of. Right, so Deimos down, still in the deck somewhere, potentially, or someone is holding on to it. More security fleet. Right, at this stage, I think I've just got to keep playing cards, right, just as quickly as possible. So this one, pay that for 2. Next one, let's play Zeppelins. I bip it when I lose by 1 victory point. I start crying because I forgot about Milestone Step. pass. I'm not sure what that means. So I'm sitting on 8 victory points, he's sitting on 21. So yeah, I do have to start wondering about, like, where are my points coming from, right? Because I'm not really on the board in a significant way. Don't really have the victory points in a significant way. I mean, I am ahead on TR rating, but only by like 2 points. So I'm going to have to start playing like significant amounts of cards over the next couple of turns. Skip action 2. It feels like I must have drawn Giant Ice Asteroid recently. Okay, yeah, that seems a good one to play, on the assumption that no one puts down an ocean tile in the next couple of turns. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels like I've done okay, but it feels like purple's ahead. Like 21 victory points from cards is a lot. I mean, green has 2 milestones. I mean, maybe it's closer than I think. It depends how many more gens this lasts. Like, I can see this ending in like 2 gens, maybe. We've got good credit production here, we've got good credit production here, so if they want to start doing standard Project Asteroid to finish the game out, they pretty much can. I might want to think about funding a ward as well, actually. Yeah, okay, another city coming in there. It's very aggressive city placements. I'm surprised I'm not ahead in science. There's a lot of science tags on the board at the moment. Okay. I think let's take... Oh, can I not afford that? That's a shame. Okay, let's take... Calistopino Mines. Why don't 14 minutes. Okay. I mean, Penal Mines is worth 2, gives me more mega credit production. I kind of feel like I'm spinning my wheels a little bit though. Who produces steel? Tharsis does. Probably a good idea to do it on Tharsis anyway. I think Tharsis is winning. Not found any life yet. If I place my forest, I can play my predators. Fair enough. Toll station, not bad. Does anyone have any animals? Only pets, so no point playing predators yet. In that case, I think I want to pass and let. Actually, let's take this one first and make him lose his steel production. And we'll have a quick look. Well, actually, might as well take moss. And then we'll have a quick look in the actions as to what I might want to do there. See if there's a decent card on top. Got an award funded banker. Sure, no, I'm not going to win that. I mean, Thermalist seems like an award I should be able to win after a production round because I make 10 energy. Depends if people use it to, warm Mars. Okay, let's have a look at here. Nope, I do not want that. I will skip. If he passes, I think I'm going to lay a forest here with a view to laying a city, maybe. Maybe I lay forest here. Maybe I don't lay forest at all right now. Maybe I'll just play rad suits and then pass. Solar power, I don't need that. I don't need to skip and pass. Okay, so we have a lot of money available to us now. What I could really do with is insulation, actually, maybe, and then okay, so I think birds. Actually, Tropical Resort is steel, so that's almost free because I'm blatantly not going to get enough to use up all my steel in the remaining game anyway. That cannot be played, so Deep Well Heating, which is also a building that I can spend with steel. What have I got? 12 minutes on the clock. Okay. I sped up a bit, but I still don't have a huge amount of time. No wave power, no, both of those are pointless. Wave power is worth a point, so I will take it. Okay, take that for a point, take that for a point, because I can also buy that with steel. I think that will do. Okay. Come on, this way. What's happening? Come on. Giant ice asteroid. There we go. There. And there. Oh, no. Yes, minus 6 on you. And let's do this guy, because I can do it with steel. So I'm now sitting at 13 points from cards, which is still quite far away from purple. 5 points ahead here, 5 points ahead here. He is only 10 points ahead of me in cards, though. I've got 1, he's got 1. Well, actually, wait, no, his city scores for each forest adjacent, so his city's worth more than mine. He's very low on cards, though. So, and I have cards like Colony Ship in hand and Tundra Farming, which may well make the difference. AI Central has got 7 and 2 milestones, and he's got points here and points here. So maybe AI Central's actually winning right now. Still, it feels like it's a close game. Still, doesn't feel like anyone's running off with it, and different to last time. Last time it felt like I was behind the whole time, and I was surprised when it was as close as it was. This time it feels like I'm kind of in contention, but I might not be as in contention as I think I am. Let's put it that way. Getting a point every turn is very valuable. I could do with like that card that lets me do the thing that gets me points every turn from my whatevers. That's kind of okay. That's kind of okay. Go on. Play that because it's free. And skip. 10 minutes on the clock. Maybe I need to do the interstellar colony ship. Maybe it's about time to do that. Make sure I get it down. Don't accidentally run out of time. Yeah, okay. It kind of feels like I need to lay a city. So fine, I'm going to do that. I'm going to lay city there. I'm not sure if that's worth it, considering how much AI Central gets from that, but I just don't want to lay a forest here and then have him lay a city right here. Because he's got the money for it every turn as well. This at least gets me a couple of points. So what am I doing next? I mean, I could start knocking off some of these point holding cards, breathing filters. I kind of want to hold predators until someone plays something that I can steal animals from, like that. That's handy. Okay, so I think it's predators this turn then. So many animals, so much value. Ah, right, this is denial strategy, I'm guessing. I mean, he's got the money to do it. Okay, predators. And then we use predators, we're going to take it off livestock. Out predators. So I've basically got nine creds left. Could do the breathing filters. How far am I behind on science? I'm 3 cards behind on science. It's not great. Could fund miner. I am likely to have steel left over. He only makes 1. He makes 4 per turn though. I make 7 per turn. Maybe I fund miner. Can't do it this turn anyway though. Good evening, Frogwax. How goes the game so far? So, it's pretty interesting. So I've got a pretty good engine going. I've got a really big discount engine on at the moment. So a lot of my cards are really, really cheap. I don't know where my points are coming from entirely yet. Currently I've got 15 points from cards and I've got a couple points from cities down here. Purple, though, is sitting on 26 points per cards. I've got a milestone, and green has the other 2 milestones. Green and purple are fighting over who can get the most mega credit production. That puts me down to 6, and it puts him up to 5. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, do other people have plants? Does he have plants? They've both got plants, okay. I have a feeling let's do this, because this stops being good very soon. And probably Tharsis. Probably Tharsis. I think that actually makes me out of stuff to do anyway, so that's fine. 10 cards in hand, we're guaranteed at least 1 more gen. I think, yeah, produce a bunch of stuff. Play my colony ship. Yeah, play colony ship, play breathing filters. That's 6 points. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get mangrove. And I can't play lava flows. I'm going to produce to make 5. So Noctis farming is slightly not quite enough to place a tile. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm passing when it comes around to me anyway. Okay, there's birds. I got 9 minutes on the clock. There's a couple places, I guess, that can still host cities, but not a huge number. I think purple has managed to block green from a couple of really good locations there. I'm just going to pass. Why me the 2 plants? I don't know who's winning. I mean, it's true. It's totally true. I mean, it's 50-50, guys, you know? Like, you're so close, as by my count. Maybe it's obvious. Maybe to a more experienced player, it's obvious that purple's ahead. I don't know. No point doing Comet. Not really any point doing that. I mean, that increases my mega credit production a lot, but not enough to actually get me to win. I don't know. That disrupts someone's plant production. Maybe that's the one to have. Protected Valley is nice because it's steel and it's a plant, and I make steel. You have 3 cities far from mine. I don't know. That sounds like deep strategy to me. I have 3 cities far from him. Oh, there's AI Central. Hooray. Electro-catapult at this stage. AI Central is basically pointless at this stage because this is pretty much going to be last gen. So, yeah, the electro-catapult is worth a point for slightly less money. So I will take that. No point taking that, no point for taking that. I'll take these 2. 8 minutes on the clock. This is getting pretty tight. It's getting pretty tight time-wise. I did say I wanted to have more time for the end of the game. I think it was good. I think I spent a decent amount of time pontificating over my strategy at the start. But we'll see. Do I want to fund an award this turn? Maybe. Bushes seem nice. Fine. He has moved us 1 step closer to terraforming the Mars. This is going to be over really quick. Yeah, he can move heat up 1. Plus whatever cards he's got. More plants. That's a decent plant. Okay, let's do an award. I think it's minor for the awards because, yeah, or thermalist, minor or thermalist. Let's go with minor. Colony ship. So that puts me on 19 victory points, which still keeps me within 10 points of purple. Moves me 6 points ahead of green. Could try and fund the last award as well, if I reckon it's actually going to get me 5 points. It's going to be very close though. I mean, I'm going to get 4 and 11. So what have we got there? 15. 6. So I don't think green can win Thermalist. And yeah, and if purple's going to spend that, then yeah, I think I do want to fund Thermalist because it looks like I'm going to win it. So for 20, I think I'm happy to try and fund 5 points. And then we can focus on getting points out of these cards. So breathing filters is good. Mangrove, less good now that... because mangrove you also have to place on an ocean tile, so it's less good now. Breathing filters. Tundra farming is now available. Great Dam if I can afford the steel. Protected Valley if I can afford the steel would be worth like another point to me here, for example, or here. Feels like it's close. I'm going to be really sad if I time out though. Really sad if I time out. 7 minutes on the clock. I've also got to watch my predators, actually. Oh no, we've got livestock and birds that we can steal now, so that's fine. So I just got to remember to take my predator action. But yeah, so predators, that's been worth a couple points, which is what I hoped it would be worth. I always think it's worth taking, because it's basically as good as breathing filters, but it also denies your opponent points, which I quite like. Standard project, okay. Oh, I really hate it when the interface does that. So cool, yeah, we'll take that off. Birds, I think, actually. Okay, that's there. So yeah, probably just breathing filters, I think. And maybe breathing filters and pass, because I don't need to do a huge amount of engine building. I want to keep my thermal high, so that I definitely win Thermalist. I'm nowhere near Banker. And I kind of want to keep my steel high, so that I definitely win Miner. That's going to be worth decent points for me. Let's see, I mean, I've got 6 production, he's got 5 production, but he's almost certainly not going to be using his titanium, unless he suddenly uses his titanium. So I shouldn't do anything silly like spending all of that to play Protected Valley, because it's not going to be worth it. I think just breathing filters. Take the easy 2 points. Breathing filters pass. I guess that draws me a card, yeah. I've forgotten that's a science tag. Advanced ecosystems? What? That's so many points. I don't think I have the tags for it, though. I have no microbe tag. And I have none in hand. So, never mind. I could do this action. And if I do this action and it's a microbe on the top, proper search for life moment, I can go and search for life, and if I go find life, maybe I collect 3 points from advanced ecosystems. Because 3 points for 8 is a really good rate. Otherwise, I think it's tundra farming. Tundra farming would give me enough that next gen I can convert greens. And it's worth 2 points. I'm presuming... What do we got? 41 and 14. So that is enough for only like 4 asteroids at most. So we are going to get at least 1 more generation, which is concerning because I have 7 minutes on the clock. AI Central is also in real danger of timing out. He's got 6 minutes left on his clock. So I've been playing at a reasonable pace now, I think. Copy building, sure, cool. I would say it's a little bit late, probably, to be increasing your mega credits production. But yeah, so we're going to get at least 1 more gen out of this, which means that I can sort of hold fire on a couple of things. Yeah, standard project, fine, sure. Search for life. No, I do not want that. Okay, so what am I going to do this turn instead then? Yeah, so I think I can play Tundra Farming because we're guaranteedly going to get another generation because he can't afford to do it and he can't afford to do it. We play Tundra Farming because I'm going to get the thermal back. We're now both on 6 minutes with a generation to play. Gen 13 game's quite a long game, actually. Come on, Tundra Farming. Yes, use it, use it, use it. Thank you, all of that, great. Skip that, and I'm pretty sure we just want to skip turn now. I don't think we're interested in Noctis farming right now. Maybe we play it next turn once we have full information, but I've only got 6 minutes to work out all of the full information. So once again, I think a critical point for me is going to be better time management in the early game. Although I'm happy what we did in the early games, I feel like we built a really good engine here. So this is blatantly going to be final gen, because they're just going to standard project, and finish. Anything worth getting, that is worth 2 points to me, so I'll keep that. 2 points is worth it because I can add an animal to my Predator's card. We've cycled the deck again because I've seen that card before. Oh. Yeah, we're getting the timeout stress now. Timeout stress. This would be a really bad time for the game to crash. Or to lose connection. No, don't care. That has a microbe tag, actually, which is worth 3 points to me. So I will take that. Yes, seems legit, although I'm probably not going to use it because I want the Thermalist award, but I might wait. Won't use it, actually, because Thermalist award's probably better for me, and I can use the heat as money anyway, so it's fine. Bing, bong, 2 cards. Okay, let's go. Final gen. Place the forest, probably just place the forest here. First thing I'm going to do, though, I think is just worms and advanced ecosystems, because that's just easy points. Maybe it makes sense to try and raise the temperature actually first, but we are going to worry about that in a minute. So worms first, do that. Advanced ecosystems, points. So we're now sitting at 23 points on here, which means we're catching up with purple, because we were 10 points lagging. We're now only 6 points lagging. And we are on course to get 2 awards and a milestone. Yellow, you're running out of time. Yes, I am. Green's running out of time as well. I think, yep, fine. My go. Let's just play some greenery. And let's play this one. I think I can afford around 4, something like that. Let's use 4. I don't have time to add it up. Give me a predator. Cool, great. So I got 5 minutes on the clock. AI Central has 4 minutes on the clock. So if AI Central times out first, I think I come second by default. Even if I time out as well, I don't know. I would literally need to read the rules. How are we doing on mining? We are pretty close on mining. Good thing I didn't use more of that stuff. He's producing 5. I am still producing 6, so I should still win on mining. Just got to make sure I don't use those resources for anything else, because I want to win mining. Thermalist, I should win. I think I use predators and pass this time. Give these guys a chance to use their steel and titanium. I tell you what, 45-minute games are tight. They are tight. I think I would prefer hour games. I might, for future games, suggest we do hour. I know the rules kind of say everyone has to agree, but yeah, 45 minutes seems... 45 minutes seems very narrow. But that's probably just an experience thing, in honesty. Yep, standard project, standard project. I have a feeling I also might want to do some standard projects as well, because those are worth a point, but those are worth a point as well, and it denies it from them, so let's do it. Actually, do I want to do it using this? How far away am I on the thermalist? Yes, so let's do one of those, and then let's do it as a standard project. Man, this interface. Cool, great. So if they want to finish terraforming the Mars, that is fine. So 25, 29, so I'm in within 4 points now of purple. Purple has got a lot of points in this area. Like, I thought this was more of a green denial strat, but yeah, I think purple has pulled a lot of points out from this. Is there anything we can particularly do? Is there anything that's worth playing? We could play Protected Valley. That does get us some points. We should use Predators, of course. We are still going to have a production phase, so I can use some of my heat. So I'm 4 minutes, AI Central's 3 minutes now. I wonder why Purple thought that I was running out of time, specifically. Don't know. Unless these clocks are somewhat asynchronous, but I don't know about that. Oh wow, he's not going to finish the terraforming. Fine, I'm going to take it then. But I am going to take it using a standard project, so that I keep the thermal. Cool. This is the last round. Let's do my predators. Take it off birds. Okay, great. 30 seconds? Come on, play fast or you lose. It says 4 minutes on my clock. On my one, 3 seconds. Okay, yeah, okay. So these clocks must be slightly asynchronous then, because I see AI Central as being closer to the time than I am. I tell you what, that's pretty bad. If you're on a chess clock system and the 3 clients can't agree on how much time everyone has left, that's not brilliant. Sort of nervously rocking back and forth in my chair now. I think we take Noctis farming, and then that's it, right? 15, and we hope that, yeah, because I'm going to have plenty of thermal. There's 2 points there. Yeah, okay. So take Noctis farming because it's worth a point. I do not want to. No, I want to decrease the cost with heat. Thank you. Okay, skip that. So, I'm at 14 on here and I'm going to make 6. He's at 11 and he's going to make 5, so I could actually use some steel. I am on 13 and I'm going to make 11 and 4. I'm going to make 15. He's on 12 and he's going to end up on 19. So I'm going to make 15. So I need to leave at least 4. So I have 9 credits that I can spend on that. So let's say 8 credits to give myself a little bit of a margin in case he's got something in his hole. Can I spend anything that's useful with 8 credits? Like, mangrove would be 9. Maybe I should have used a steel. See, that's where the timing issue comes in. Okay, so let me just double check, because mangrove would be pretty nice, because it would be worth at least a point. Well, it'd be worth 2 points, wouldn't it? So let me double check if I can use the thermal. So that's going to cost me 9, right, which will leave this on 4. 4 and 4 is 8, so that puts me on 19. If purple doesn't spend anything, he's going to have 12 and 6 and 1, which is also 19. I do not really want to share this award with him. So I should have used 1 extra steel on the other one. That's fine. I think we're passing. No, I think we're passing. Nothing else worth doing. If I've added it up wrong, let me know in the chat after the game is over. But yeah, so once again, similarly to last time out, you know, a slightly suboptimal calculation has cost me probably a couple points in the last round. And that's really just a timing thing. I think having more time in the final round to really consider. I mean, I'd love to be in Purple's position where you've got 15 minutes to plan everything out. Yeah, but hey ho, what can you do, right? I mean, you have to manage your time. There was a very famous Go match where Go Sagan effectively won basically because his opponent didn't manage his time properly. So yeah, it happens. It's a shame that hasn't worked out for him. Now, unfortunately as well, I'm not going to be able to convert any plants, which is a little bit of a shame. But that's okay. I will live. AI Central's still going for the banker. Yep, he's going to get that. So this is interesting. How close it's going to be, isn't it? I could have sold patents. Obviously. Oh my god. Obviously, I could have sold patents, and that would have been, yeah, could have used that for 2 points. What can you do? Hey, what can you do? Never mind. So no plant conversion for purple. 2 plant conversions for green. GG's. Give him the old GG's. GG's. I am also done with my plant conversion. Plants for me. Selling patents, man. Selling patents. You always got to remember about selling patents. I had a hand of like 10 cards as well. Like, yeah, would have been no problem. Like, and I had some cards that I literally couldn't play, like Lava Flows. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I had so many rounds. I could have taken that as a move. Never mind. This is part of the entertainment value of streaming for you guys, right? It's that we can have these kind of surprises. It's the ups and the downs. It's the. Oh my god! Did I win? Oh, wow! I did not think I was ahead. I did not think I was ahead. Wow! Nice. I was finding it really hard to work out who was winning that. But yeah, okay, 2 points in it. Lovely stuff. I'm actually really pleased with that. I'm really, really pleased with that because I was discussing this with someone else who's playing in the league as well, and he's sort of got about the same level of experience as I am, and we kind of figure that there's a certain number of people in the world that play Terraforming Mars, right? And of those people, a subset of those people will play online against strangers, right? And only a subset of those people will play online, an online league. So I am expecting like the quality of these guys to be really, really high. I did not think I was going to win that. Wow, that's amazing. Cool. Thanks very much. How was the Discord chat? I'm gonna jump onto the Discord in a bit, but how was the chat? Was it lit? I can imagine you guys were having a great old time in there. It was amazing. Oh, brilliant. Oh dear. Yeah, like, oh wow. It's a crazy game. Like, I felt like the engine was good, but I was really concerned that I was just sort of spinning my wheels and not getting the points. But yeah, and in fairness, in the end, it's two points in it, so brilliant. Well, thanks very much, guys, for coming along and watching my game again. I hope you found it entertaining. I'm going to try and keep streaming the rest of these. Because I'm finding it really good fun interacting with you guys in the chat and sort of talking through my thinking. Again, if you guys have any feedback for me from this game, it's still very much a learning curve. Now head to Board Game Geek and read about the game. Yeah, I will do. I read your post. It's very good. It reminds me a lot of doing cash flow analysis, which feels a lot like work, but it's just one of those things. So if anyone has any feedback from me, I would love to hear feedback. That's always great. I'm always looking to improve the game. I always want to try and focus on like one or two things to improve each time round. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider giving me a follow. That would be amazing. I also have a YouTube channel as well, which I've linked in the channel, which has a couple of other videos in it, and a new video should be dropping on like Monday on that. But yeah, other than that, thanks very much for sticking around, and have a great rest of your evening, and we'll catch up again really soon. All right, cheerio.